Every other college stats video makes this same mistake. I used to be obsessed with these videos when I was younger, and honestly, they kind of made me feel a bit insecure about my own capabilities. But after going through the college application process this year, I kind of realized that they all have the same general flaw. They were including everything they did in high school with fluffed up and sparkly details, and not what they actually put into the application. It's like if somebody asked you how a very super important job application went, and you told them everything you wanted to say instead of everything you actually did. So by the end of this video, I'm going to share all of the stats that got me into these schools and rejected from these, based only on what I put into the Common App application. Okay, so for some basic stats, I took the ACT instead of the SAT, and I got a 36 on that. My weighted versus unweighted GPA was a 4.8 versus a 4.0. My school didn't do any ranking, so I wasn't ranked for any position into my class. I took 13 AP classes and 11 AP exams and reported those 11 into Common App. I am also part of a STEM program at my high school called the MSTC Science and Technology Center program. If you see the 4 letters MSTC in front of any class, MSTC equals just a high honors level class. For my 9th grade freshman year courses, I took AP Computer Science Principles, Advanced Spanish 3, MSTC Advanced English 1, MSTC Algebra 2, MSTC Chemistry 1, Advanced World History, a random elective called Movies, Media, and Movements, and another elective called Video Studio Fundamentals. As a sophomore, I took AP Computer Science A, Advanced English 2, MSTC Pre-Calculus, AP Stats, MSTC Biology 1, AP Chemistry, AP Physics 1, Advanced US History, and another elective called Studio Directing and Performance. In 11th grade, I took MSTC Java Programming 2, AP Lang, AP Calc BC, AP Bio, MSTC Organic Chemistry, MSTC Earth Space Science, AP Physics C Mechanics the first semester, and the second semester I took AP Physics C Electricity and Magnetism. I also took AP Music Theory and MSTC Junior Research. And finally, in my senior year, I didn't do my health or PE credits, so I took that as a senior. MSTC Multivariable Calculus / Differential Equations, kind of separated by semester. MSTC Linear Algebra and Discrete Mathematics, also separated by semester. MSTC Senior Research, AP English Literature, AP US Gov, Astronomy Dual Credit, and MSTC Senior Seminar. Now, moving on to my AP scores, I got a 5 on AP Computer Science Principles, a 5 on AP Computer Science A 5 on AP Chemistry, a 4 on AP Statistics, a 5 on AP Physics 1, a 5 on Music Theory, a 5 on AP Biology, a 5 on Calc BC, a 4 on AP Lang, and a 5 on Physics C Electricity and Magnetism, and a 5 on Physics C Mechanics. Those were the scores that I actually reported to Common App, and at the time of application, I had not taken the AP English Lit or the AP Gov exams, so the scores for those really don't matter. Now for the honors section of my application, Common App only lets you put 5 honors, whether they're educational or non-educational honors, and it's basically synonymous for awards. So here is what I put. For my first honor, I said Science Olympiad State Champion Medalist. I basically said my placements: first Forensics, second Codebusters, third Wi-Fi Lab, and I listed that as a state and regional award that I did in 10th and 11th grade. For my second honor, I said Research Experience for Undergraduates Certificate, Research in Symmetries. The third one was Kissel State Speech Champion, first place in declamation. I did this at the state and regional level, as it says in the title, and I did this in 10th grade. My fourth honor that I listed was that I am a 3-time USAT, or United States of America Triathlon National Qualifier and Competitor at the sprint distance level, and I listed this as a national award or honor. I didn't necessarily win anything, but I did qualify for the race, which is an honor in of itself, and I did this in 9th, 10th, and 12th grade. And my fifth award was that I was admitted into the Kentucky Governor's School for the Arts, which is fairly prestigious, for piano performance. I listed this as a state level award, and I did this the summer of 10th grade. Okay, moving on to extracurriculars and some of the stuff that I did while I was in high school. One thing that really bugs me about when people get to this part of this video is that they go on and on and on and on and on about their extracurriculars and all of this huge amount of detail that I know for a fact they don't have enough room to put into the word limit box in Common App. So I'm just going to share all of the extracurriculars that I did, and then only share the information that I put into that Word box. That's all the college admissions are going to see. So for my first activity, I put that I was the founder and co-president of Dunbar Aerospace and Rocketry Club, which is a model rocketry club. I said that I lead team meetings, run flight simulations to engineer efficient fuselages and fin parameters based on competition guidelines, and that I oversaw 10 plus launches. I did this in 10th grade, 11th grade, and in 12th grade. My second activity was that I was the captain and president of my school's Science Olympiad Club. I said that I lead competitors in study build events, write entrance and practice exams, and that I led school to 3 state tournaments with consistent podium placements. 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. My third activity was that I did a 360-hour capstone research project at the University of Kentucky Department of Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering. This capstone project is a requirement for my MSCC program to be able to graduate. I said I was simulating capsule trajectories and material response to thermal protection systems to validate computational models, part of RockSat-X NASA program. Jargon, jargon, jargon. But it does make sense if you do know what you're talking about. I did this in 11th and 12th grade. The fourth activity I did was 5 Tutoring, which was a 501c3 nonprofit that I helped, in a way, co-found. We did finance and schedule management, and collectively we all raised over $2,000 for our local pediatric cancer research. At the time of writing, currently raising over $500 a month. 11th and 12th grade. My fifth activity was in REU Research in Symmetries 2022, which was that summer research program that I did at UK for physics. And all I said here was some more technical jargon that makes me sound impressive. Engineered precise resin clip winding mechanisms for uniform magnetic fields in cosine theta coils, presented research at University Symposium. All of this stuff is true, but the difference between this video and another video you'll find on YouTube is people are going to go on and on and on about how much research they did and all the hours that they put into this and the technicalities of the research. COMMONAPP doesn't have time to read about all of that. It doesn't give a very representative idea of what colleges are even asking for in an application. I did this the summer before 10th grade. My sixth activity was a kind of one and done research activity. I think I spent 6 weeks and a total of 60 hours on this research involvement. It was also at the University of Kentucky Department of Physics and Astronomy. I fabricated a spin transport coil prototypes with printed circuit boards in Fusion, reproduced theoretical field data for traditional coil comparison. I did this as a junior. My seventh was a Spanish news broadcast called WPLD in Español that was also part of my Video Studio Fundamentals class that I took in 9th grade. I founded the city's first school-wide ESL broadcast, led translation teams, organized interviews, produced shows. We also got JEA, National Diversity Recognition, which is the Journalism Education Association, 9th and 10th grade. The next activity I put was that I was a pianist and that I play piano. I just put everything that makes it sound somewhat impressive. I've played piano for 9+ years. Classically trained, but also played jazz, chamber/ensemble, and contemporary classical pieces. Lastly, I included some of the instructional work that I did. I was a private piano instructor and an academic tutor. I developed student skills for advanced instruction through scales, technique exercises, and performance. And then for the academic tutor part, I said I tutor AP/honors classes for exam preparations, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. Make sure to subscribe because I will be posting my COMMONAPP essay and kind of rereading it and reviewing it myself. Based on any comments that I receive and however many subscribers that I get, I will be posting the essays to specific schools that I got accepted and rejected from. I hope this gave you a pretty holistic review of the application as a whole and to kind of serve as a baseline to maybe what you should aim for or what you should aim past. If you haven't already, please check out my reactions video of me reacting to 5 Reach Schools acceptances and rejections. I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel and I really appreciate the support. So thank you guys so much and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.